Superman is exposed to the effects of red kryptonite after Metallo directly injected trace amounts of it directly into his heart, making him hallucinate uncontrollably, and he eventually loses control and turns into an actual man of steel. The Doom Patrol nearby hear the commotion and decide to help as best they can, but Clark breaks free of his steel cage and hallucinates so badly he thinks he's fighting Zod and other evil Kryptonians. The only thing that can make him calm down is the words of his old friend Batman saying his real name, as he thinks he's Lex Luthor right now, but Lex Luthor would never know his name. The Negative Man takes control of his body and brings him back to their HQ to operate on him, and eventually they save his life. This is where they discovered the reason why the Doom Patrol were in town. They discovered an ancient artifact. It's a sword from the Shang dynasty, which, if legend is to be believed, is owned by a cruel warlord named Neza, the most powerful magic user in existence. He was imprisoned by some warriors and deities back then, but now somehow, after thousands of years of imprisonment, the warlord demon has escaped. He has taken control of villains all over the world, but they are no match for the Justice League. Supergirl and Robin are sent back in time to discover how to seal the demon back in his cage. And in the middle of one of these battles between the villains and superheroes, one of the villains is fighting them using the fabled Philosopher's Stone, but Batman defeats him and secures it for himself. And that's when Hal pops in to tell them to relax. He's just gotten word that Neza is no longer taking control of villains anymore, and the team are relieved. But where did Hal get this information from? Oh no, Green Lantern is under Neza's control. Bruce calls it into Alfred to look for any clues on how the demon escaped, but it's not looking too good on that front either. He's taken over most of the Justice League now. It's just Batman and Superman left standing. Hal's usually arrogant, but now he's even more hard to bear, because right now, he can hurt Superman. But Batman asks how. There's no way Hal's constructs are even able to touch Superman, unless, oh no, it's infused with magic, one of Superman's main weaknesses. Neza sneaks up on Batman, while Clark is fighting a souped up Hal. And that's when Neza explains during his thousands of years of imprisonment, he had so much time, he literally created new spells and runes to release himself from imprisonment. But after 3 millennia, he's back. And nobody can stop him now, not even Superman. But Batman taunts him, saying that's why he's going for the most powerful people first, because he's scared of being imprisoned again. But he flings Batman away, calling him an insect. And meanwhile, Hal is about to decapitate Clark. It's all over. Batman blocks his attack using the Philosopher's Stone, as Hal Jordan is weak to yellow constructs. They need to think of something quick, or else it's over for them and the world. That's when Batman shouts, willpower. Hal's willpower is some of the most strongest on Earth, but it might be corrupted right now under the demon's control. It still might be more powerful than Batman or Superman's, but maybe not more powerful than Batman and Superman's. They use all of their strength left to will the ring off of his finger. One thought between the both of them. It finally shoots off towards the world's finest duo. And they've combined, creating possibly the most powerful being on Earth. Neza sends the entire Justice League at them with all their might. The combined strength of the Green Lantern ring, Superman's raw power, and Batman's battle IQ. It's basically impossible for them to lose, but it won't last long. The ring needs to be recharged. So they dispatch Martian Manhunter, shut Black Canary's mouth, and stop Kid Flash dead in his tracks. But Donna Troy and Firestorm catch them off guard, getting one hit in. But with their power level draining, they need to focus on one person, Neza. The power level is at 8%, 6%, 5%, 4%, 1%. The ring's effects have worn off, and the two are at the mercy of the demon god. Supergirl is back from the past, armed with the secret of how to seal him back in his cage. She incapacitates the demon, but is still in a sad state. But why? The tomb alone can hold him, she tells them. The door can be permanently shut by one of them. The tomb can be sealed, but only from the inside. The monster eventually awakes, attacking the gang, but they thought of a way out of this situation. The Phantom Zone projector. They can just imprison him in there. So they hit him with it, and he's gone. Or so they think. Even the Phantom Zone projector can't hold this godly beast. So there's only one thing left to do. And Superman rushes off to save the world, taking the demon with him and sealing the door behind him, trapping them both forever. They're all distraught. The world's greatest hero is gone forever. But that's when Batman starts digging around screaming, "It's gone." But what's he talking about? The Phantom Zone projector, it's gone. The crack in the wall that Neza opened to escape the zone is crackling once more. The Negative Man races to keep it open, and with all the might of everyone involved, they pull the world's greatest superhero back from the depths of hell. Inside, they were about to face each other for a battle of the century, but then Superman shot himself with the projector and destroyed it on his way out, trapping the evil demon for the rest of eternity. And so ends the tale of the world's finest duo, facing off against their greatest threat, even combining to save the day. This takes place during the first 5 issues of the World's Finest series. Dan Mora and Mark Waid's book from the past 2-3 years has been probably the best run in comics. And if you don't believe me, go read it for yourself. I think there's about 32 issues out right now. The art, the storytelling, it's peak DC. You need to go check this series out. But yeah, tell me what you thought about it down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love reading comments, by the way, so please comment. Peace.